Karan Brown. I'm the head of Indian schools for Najah Education. Najah is a company that has its educational wing, which spreads from the Far East in Singapore to the UAE, and it goes right up to Oman. In the UAE, we have some very good schools, which is Horizon English, Horizon International, and then we have Sabari Indian School. We also have Drama Scene, which is probably the highest performing drama school in the entire region. Drama Scene happens to be one of the programs that we offer here at Sabari, and which is actually an in-curriculum program, and we do not charge our children for it. It actually is very premium and it's very high cost. We have Robin Singh's Academy that has come in to provide a very enriching after-school program for our children. So cricket and drama and music and chess and table tennis are the highlights of our after-school program. Our main curricular program is actually very strongly embedded in technologies. We have partnered with Apple, and Apple is supporting Sabari Indian School on its path to becoming the first Indian Apple Distinguished School. So we are very proud of the work that we are doing here. 70% of our staff here at Sabari, it's an Indian school, and 70% of our staff have already become Apple certified teachers, which is an amazing achievement. Apple is a different technology, and for it to be embedded in the classroom, we give away an iPad for every single child, and that is absolutely at no cost. So parents don't invest, children don't have to buy iPads, that is provided by the school, and this is actually an investment by Najah, which is our parent company. So that is how seriously we take our responsibility in building children holistically. We believe in the Don Bosco philosophy of the head, the hand and the heart. So we say, an alert mind, a kind and straight heart, and a physically fit body is what it takes to make a complete child. And that is what we are doing here at Sabari. The initiative today, Children for Children, under the patronage of the Council General India, was, I would say, truly amazing for children of this age, young kids, to be so aware, to actually reach out to the less privileged children in the world. And not only to do it as a school alone, but to then bring in the entire education community of the UAE in this very noble cause. So our children reached out to children of other schools, and the event began on 14th November, which is India's Children's Day, where children contributed in whatever shape and form that they could. Their clothes, blankets, their toys, their books, stationery, you name it, the contributions came in. We have cartons and cartons filled with stuff. We had the little ones, the 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds also going with the parents and buying stuff. So imagine inculcating these values in our children today. And it is these values which will be like the wind beneath their wings to kind of raise them to the future of tomorrow. And that is what we are very committed to building these values in our children. We believe, the world cannot be changed in a day, but a day dedicated to sowing the seeds of consciousness and awareness in our children would take them far, would reap a very rich harvest in the future. These are children who are going to be aware of what they do and aware of what is needed of them, in the bigger world.
And how do you see the level of education here in the UAE compared to other places, especially India? How do you find the level of education?
Educationists around the world are becoming more and more aware. We are, very conscious of the requirements of the 21st century, skills that need to be taught to our children. And if you look at what we do in the UAE, we do learn a lot from the DSIB, from the regulators, KHD. There is a constant interaction that happens. They come in, and the inspections that happen, the kind of guidance that we get from experts, renowned experts from around the world, do help us in carving a niche for ourselves here in the UAE. So I would say schools here are so much more aware. We are so much more connected to the globe. Children come from different parts of the world. There is, so much of coming together. There is so much of synergy. And for us, the path that we've taken, on using Apple in our classroom is evidence of the fact of how forward-thinking the schools are here.
True. Is there anything else you'd like to wrap up with?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think that's
Sure.